Arms in a little bit more and forward a little bit more. Good. Pull those quads out. I know you have definition there. Pull it out. Good. Stick your hips out behind you a little bit. Good. Now your waist just went in a little bit from doing that. Quarter turn to the right. Remember to spread those lats and then just turn so it's not behind you too much. Okay. Much better. Now the glutes I want you to, much better. The back arm, I love it, how it's angled. I can still see the shoulder. It's not too far away. You can bump it into your neighbor.
Okay.
Quarter turn to the right. Ha, you didn't sweep the legs. Stay a little bit taller and lean back towards me some because it's too much of a shadow. Perfect. And straighten the arms a tiny bit. Yes. So it's less elbowy. Good. Hamstrings and glutes. Good. Quarter turn. Remember to spread. Very good. And where's your glutes? Boing, right there. Stay tall. Try not to let the stomach, the rib cage fall out forward. Quarter turn. Bring this arm forward a little bit. Yes, there you go. Straighten those elbows a little bit. So we don't want it. There we go. So when I bring your elbows down a little bit, it makes your shoulders look bigger and the calf come out more.
Okay.
So watch for that when you're practicing in the mirror and stuff. Because if your arms are too far away, it makes your waist look like almost absent. My eyes visually can't really see any connection. And your shoulders look deeper as I bring your arms in a little. Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
Just that little. That shoulder's a little bit harder to see, but you can definitely see it on that shoulder. So I like it.
That's intense.
Oh, yeah.
I used to get sad that my tattoos wouldn't show when I got tan, but now I realize that it's easier to see.
Oh, for this, yeah.
Yeah.
For the beach, no.
I don't really go to the sun. I don't have time for that.
Half turn, face the rear. Hamstrings. Thank you. Pull your right shoulder out a little bit more. Good. And arms a little bit straighter, pressing through the triceps more. Beautiful rear delt into the triceps. I like it a lot.
Thanks.
Do not forget your hamstring, please.
Oh, it's so hard.
Yes, I know, but open up the back and let it pinch as you do that hamstring. And face front. Yep. It's just that one arm.
I know, it was doing so good, and then all of a sudden it just died again.
Mm-hmm. But I like it when as soon as you bring it forward, it changes. Even in your back, as soon as you fix it, it changes your back.
Okay.
Now let's do your T walk and practicing the Z poses.
Yeah, that's why we need to do this, because I don't know if I'm going to be ready for them. I haven't practiced them alone, because I just feel like I'm doing them wrong. So we'll see how that goes.
So let's go back. When you do your walk, think of lifting your butt up more in smaller steps, so there's no jiggling. You don't have that on your butt to jiggle, but it's jiggling.
I was going to say it's still jiggling.
Stay taller with your chest, because that's what I was trying to tell you when you first walked out. But tighten up your legs in smaller steps so you can keep your glutes up. If you take a longer step, your glutes kind of come underneath you. I want them up high. Much better. Much better. It looks a little bit more elegant too.
Which is weird to me. I feel like the other way would be more elegant.
You're always in a rush. That's why it feels weird to you.
I know. I forgot I was just supposed to go. Sorry.
Should not be eating grapes this late, but I missed them earlier. Like, this
I was
is
surprised you were eating them this late.
Like 4 o'clock is my time to not have them anymore. That was cute.
Thanks. So what do you want me to do? We were doing pat the dog, but do you want me to do something different? You want me to do double bicep?
Do the pat the dog one. Let's do a comparison. Because your body's changed a little bit from last year, so. Spread your wings. your left lat is like stuck, your scapula is coming out. So try to reset that. Your lower back is muscular. Your Christmas tree is coming in really nice.
Thanks.
Now do the back and down bicep. Leg comes behind you on this one. Yes. Bring it in a little bit closer to you and bend the knee a tiny bit so that you can pull the hamstring up. Think of your heel coming in to your buttocks. Yes. So that triggers the hamstring to like file for me. Open up your wings and chest up. And lean back towards me. I'm going to open you. And then when I say open up your chest like this, and because I want to see your bicep, that little bit of a tip. Yes. So this has to stay broad, but coming back. Good. I like that better than patting the dog one.
Okay.
It shows more detail on you, and not only that, the next phase for you, like the pro card is the one phase, but like there's another phase that can happen is possibly pro card and figure, and then working open for physique.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and I have way too much muscle to do bikini.
Well, actually, no. Bikini Pro, you have enough.
Oh, yeah.
Because Bikini Pro is like you too, so
I just can't be like.
I totally can't picture it. I really can't.
Totally not gonna happen.
Really
and I would love to not have to wear shoes, so that'd be cool.
Physique would be fun.
Yeah. And then, what are you thinking over here?
I liked when you did last week the side chest one, but I also like your front double bicep one. So if you do side chest there, you can do front double bicep back in the center. However, what if you're at a show where you just do the T stand, you just do the short T where you lead from there, or if you just do the L, then we have to reconfigure. Because if we just do the L, you've got to throw some of those poses in. So we got to come up with kind of like two routines.
So I also was impressed with the front, the chest, the side chest.
I like
remember how to get into it. Is this like bent?
Yeah. So if you're going to be at this end for the side chest, you're obviously going to be angled that way, but we'll face this for now.
Okay.
So you're going to walk, do your little circle, and you kind of sit and extend this leg forward. And then you have to keep your hands open and press here.
I think I just like it because it makes me have boobies.
It does, really, right. But like your hip is, see how your hip is out?
Yeah.
Keep this leg tight so you see the detail. And then right here, crunch. So this is a little bit of a dip into the audience or into the judges so that they're pushing on the chest and dipping into it. Yes. So that will make this look more hourglassy. And don't forget to pull this to make, yes. That's part of your muscle too, your dip. But here, keep it tight and try to show that. Draw your abs in if you can. But not really hard like that. I like them almost out. So you're going to have to relax for a second and get into it. And then just a little bit of a lean. Like, see how I'm crunching you here? Yeah. I like that.
Okay.
I like that. So if you did that there.
But you said you wanted me angled different?
Yeah, so when you're on the edge of the stage, I'm going to have my feet facing the rear. And I'm going to press here. Because if I practice facing this way, nobody's going to see you here. At least you know in the audience, it's like just like three people there. And the judges are all over there. So I want to be here and looking where my coffee cup is. That's my angle. Okay? And then when you come to the center, is when I think you should do this one.
Okay. He said that this weekend he was going to send out the scheduling, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, because it's the 16th, isn't it? Yeah, so he's got to send it out like. Very good.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
I don't know if I'm more nervous or posing's the hardest part. Like I can work on all day, and then I go to pose and I'm like, why is this hard?
Posing class can be 15 minutes to a half an hour long, sometimes 2 hours long. You never know. And it really depends if you click that day or if you're exhausted that day too. But I've had three or four people here for posing for half an hour, and the next day they're so sore they can't work out.
This was my first posing experience. I'm posing, I'm like, holy crap, why does my back hurt so much? Am I supposed to be in this much pain? I didn't even know Lisa. All of a sudden she goes, your back should be hurting by now. I'm like, all right. Then a few minutes later, I'm like, I am dripping in sweat right now. Is this normal? And she literally was like, you're probably sweating at this point. There was like 5 or 6 of us here. I was like, all right, that's normal too. And then the next day I woke up and I was so freaking sore. I was like, why do I hurt this much? I couldn't even move. There was no way I could practice the next day.
I don't know how you remember all this and breathe and don't trip and
honestly,
I would meal prep in my heels. You wear heels. I don't wear shoes, so.
But when I try to tell people about posing, you should do it with a coach or somebody. Like your friend might help you pose, but it's not the same. It's not the same. And you create mistakes. Like posing should be done like once a week. That builds your confidence on stage. If you're gonna put the time into your meal prep and you're gonna put the time into your training, posing is real cool. That's the day of the show. That's what you're practicing.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
And normally I don't get nervous, but this is the first show my parents are coming to, and even in high school and like elementary school, my parents weren't allowed to come to anything. They couldn't come to softball tournaments. They couldn't come to horseback riding shows. I was just like, no, you're not allowed. And I agreed to let them come to this, so I'm doing for this.
How long have you been doing this?
This is my second season. The first season, my mom was totally against it and called me a whore, and that's okay.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. Then by the end of the season, she was like, when are you gonna do a show near me? And I was like, oh.
My mom had the same thing. My mom's never been to a show.
Really? I was blown away. I'm more weirded out my dad.
It does kind of have sort of a sleazy sort of connotation.
I had a stack like this of 300 pictures because back in the day it wasn't like digital or anything. So when you ordered it, they mailed you this big thing. And my mom said, "I want to look through it." She's like, and then I got a magazine, and it was a bikini one. My dad took the cover out and brought it to work. He's like, "This is my daughter. This is my daughter." And my mom was just like.
When she first started commenting like, "You look so beautiful," I thought it was a lie. But she must have just gotten over it.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Like.
Don't drink coffee the day of the show.
It was so much better. I know you want to dip.
It's so hard not to. Because I know how much nicer it makes my legs look.
Butt up, hamstrings like lean, back, like yes, there you go. Good. Leg comes behind you on. Remember, you gotta get it out of the shadow and show it to the audience, to the judges. Open up your back, chest up. Stay there.
It's so unusual for me to not be able to open my back up. So it kind of goes like this.
There you go. Perfect. I want to open this side up a little bit more and just rotate this. Okay, there you go. This one's getting stuck now too?
Yeah. I just had massage yesterday too.
Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe it's just kind of
Inflamed.
yeah. Okay. Grace will spin out.
If I do a split on the stage, it might actually help. Now I was like, what are we doing here? Just like forward?
Yep. So dip. Yeah, there you go. So you understand that crunch right there and dipping forward. Have your hands come out a little bit for a second. Yes. Yes. And think of right here. Yes, there you go. So the back arm is pushing the chest. Good. So when you come up from that, just to finish the grace of it, I want you to practice this move a little bit more. Because when you're walking this way looking, I want you to be able to spin into it nicely and then set into it and then bring it in and then walk forward. Okay. Turn your hands that way. A little bit more. Yes.
My chest is really sore today.
And then slide it in for a T-pose. Yes. Perfect. And then walk. Okay, so if you're sitting down as a judge, and I kind of walk over, versus okay, so it just makes it look more polished instead of a choppy like, you know, and then walking right out of it.
Okay.
So just kind of like I teach the bikini girls.
Yeah.
You're not going to go from here to here. It's like here, bring it in, close it like to be ladylike, and then take.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, and then for this one, I want my leg forward, right? Maybe
Yeah.
that's why over there I
So
keep
it's
going
always
forward.
facing the front of the stage.
Okay.
So yes. Think of this foot as almost more pressure in the heel and that hip coming out. Yes. Okay. And
And you don't have to have a wide stance. So when you come here, yes, there you go. Now look at, okay? So this, here, I want to open it up. I relax your whole entire body. Reach up, pull down, keep your chest up. That's better. Legs look great. They leaned out the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. I can see more definition already. Even when you're walking, I can see the definition.
Great.
It's totally different than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yesterday I did a leg photo. I was like, oh, my legs look good.
You want to do progress pictures?
Sure, that'd be great. Okay.
A little bit straighter. There you go. Chest up. Legs. Overturn. I'm just going to tell you glutes as you perk them up. Good. Overturn.
I shouldn't shake so much.
But you can't see it really when you're on
Okay.
stage. Right shoulder up. There you go. Now lean back towards me, but keep the legs in detail. Try to stay tall with your upper body. Feel like you're falling forward from your waist. Now strong back, strong right arm. Legs. How tired are you right now?
I'm really tired.
Quarter turn.
If I wasn't 10 days out, I might have just said forget.
Let's fix the lats for this. Reset this side. Remember, you gotta really focus on that right arm. Yeah, drop that elbow down. Relax the finger on the left. Good, and glutes. Good. Front double bicep facing front. Pull this hip and quad out a little bit. There you go. Whoa. Elbows down a tiny bit. There you go. And smile. Good. And let's do the side chest. So turn this toe out towards me some, yes, so that I can see detail in the quad. Lift your hands up and then sit into everything tightly. Yes. There you go. Back to the body. So fix your toes so your hips are off even. I want to see and your left toe open up a little bit. Good. It'll show your hamstring off. So more. Bend your right leg and give me your hamstring more. So give it that right leg. Bring it back towards me some.
I had to think about my left leg.
And then bend the knee and go on that toe. Good. Lean back towards me. Lean back more. Open up your back a little bit more and lean back from your rib cage. Ooh, there you go. Legs. There you go. That was a good one.
Great.
Did you just text me?
I did. You must be very popular. Yeah, it was yesterday.
It's not popular. It's great dizziness, except for sleep. Okay, I just sent you those. Great. Look at your hips on the side post facing this way. Looks cool.
Come through.
Your back of the bicep looks great. What I'd like to see is maybe your feet a little bit closer and knees and toes turned out so I can see the hamstrings and the quads at the same time. That's just with more practice. Yeah, just the other side of your leg looks good. So let's see. So do the back pose for me. I want to take a different angle for you to show you what I mean with your rib cage and your glutes and what you're doing. So give me the back pose. So
just like regular back pose?
Yeah. Take 2 steps forward. You're forward. Yeah. I'm gonna video it so you can see it, and then we'll delete it. Go ahead. Good. So leaning back towards me, open up your right shoulder. There you go. Much better. Now glutes and hamstrings. And with them, activate them and tweak them. Beautiful. So stay there. So what I'm seeing is it looks great from here, but on stage the legs will be brighter. So I'm afraid your back will be at a highlight and you need to lean back a little bit.
Okay.
So this is the angle
angle I want you to see, because this is where you're gonna see how your rib cage is going forward so much. And I know it's because you're trying to do your butt hamstrings.
You want me to be up more.
Yes. So when you see this, you're like, ah. You know, you see that?
Yeah, I'm looking far forward.
Yeah. But it looks great from my angle, but remember, the judges are gonna be 3 feet, 4 feet lower, so you'll have a great view of your butt, but they might not be able to see that. But that's gonna be flexibility in your back, and that's what seems to be tight and struggling right now. So I want you to see how the rib cage here is falling forward in a weird way.
Yeah.
And this, I think this angle shows it clearly.
Oh yeah, it was quite obvious.
Yeah.
Over. I realized it.
But from the back, from my height on the chair, from even when I held this up, even with your back, it looks great. It looks amazing. If the judges are sitting right there, because I've been at some shows where literally like a floor like this, and the judges are right there, you'll be great.
Okay.
But you know it, the stages,
Yeah,
the pine tree one, especially the stages, you're gonna be up there, gonna be 3 feet, 4 feet below, sitting down, and their lights are bright, and they have those garage spotlights on top of it, so you're gonna have the shine and the, you gotta come back.
Okay.
So work on your flexibility of your back so it doesn't hurt so much.
Yeah.
And you've been having the muscle spasms in your shoulders, which could be kind of, because you didn't do that as much last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like last practice I did it that much.
You were starting to fall forward.
Okay.
It's almost like this is falling forward,
Okay.
but all this wants to come back. So it's almost like it's right here versus there. Well, you saw it.
Yeah.
So I can send that to you too, so you can
Yeah, if you
see
could
it.
send that to me, that'd be good.
And then you'll understand what I'm saying when
Yeah.
I say lean back.
Yeah.
So, but it's only, I personally think it's gonna be right in here. That's going to be stopping you.
That's fine. I can easily work on that.
Yeah. And you've been doing the hip opening things and shoulder opening things, so you know that would just be one more thing. Lower back is very tricky with people. You know, you add more weight, you do more legs, lower back is tight.
Right. Yeah.
So
I've been lifting really heavy because I was mad at my arms. So.
Imagine.
Well, she sent me photos and she's like, so your leg progress is great, but what happened to your arm progress? And I was like, oh my god, she's so right. So I've been dying all week, like doing really heavy arms for 2 weeks now.
Sometimes I'm like, wow, I said that. That's harsh.
And then every time you would send, when you sent me the messenger photo the other day, like when you tried that thing, like what I just said, I noticed it again, and I almost wrote back, like, I hate looking at my arms now. No, it's good. I needed to realize it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have just kept doing my same pattern, and my legs would have kept getting bigger, not my arms.
Your legs look.
My legs are doing well.
I would say your greatest success story is going to take the first show picture and this show picture and compare the two.
Okay.
And it may not look as lean as you did because you were so stringy the first
Well,
show.
I was just saying I vomited 9 times on the way there.
Yeah. So you were stringy, but now you have a little bit more size and fullness to you, so the stringiness is gone.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have more curves to you.
Which I prefer. When I look at that first show, when I first had those photos, I was like, oh, I look so good. And now I look at them and I'm like, ugh. So
I have done the same thing. I literally started to go, I looked back at, when I first started competing, I didn't get pictures because before then it was a long process. So then I started looking at pictures and seeing the progress. I'm like, it was so skinny, you know, and I wouldn't even mind, I don't know, I remember laying there like, oh my god, this is really skinny, this is gross. And then I'm like, okay, how do I add more beefcake to me and not look so stringy, skinny, you know?
So, I might do one more run through depending on time, but other things like, so when I normally do my lean out, the way I've done it before where I'm carb cycling, the last 3 days I eat kind of how you're having me eat now. So do you want me to just eat this way all the way up to chef?
If I would like you to keep all your protein, fats, vegetables, and carbohydrates up until the show, if possible. You're leaning out nicely now, so I wouldn't want to deplete.
Well, that's what I'm concerned with, because I forget the exact macros you had me do, because then I just put wristbands on. Don't think about it.
I don't.
But I am doing a lower carb right now. Not as low as I would when I'm carb cycling though. So
Right.
that's why I normally like eat more carbs the 3 days before the show. So do you, although you'll see me on if you'll come in on Thursday, I can just show you what
I have you booked for next Thursday too, right?
Monday.
Monday.
I mean, I can come on Thursday if you want.
Well, we should do Monday and Thursday then, because
That
if
would
I see
make me feel
you
good,
Monday and if I see you Thursday, that's enough time. Thursday is definitely enough time to say, okay, eat.
Okay, great. And well, will it? Because
Thursday, Friday,
Saturday's the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it might be.
Well, no, because then I would just be eating Friday. Maybe I should just swing by. What time do you have classes on Wednesday?
Wednesday, 5:30 a.m., 9 a.m.
Okay.
4:30 to 6:30.
Okay, so I'll just come by at some point on Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Because if you want me to eat more Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that would make sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just come
I'd
by
still like to see you Thursday before class across the board.
Oh yeah, that's totally
Okay.
And then my other question was, I always forget about the last week workouts. So like I'm not supposed to lift the last week, right? That's
you
so
don't,
weird.
You don't
to
have a
me.
second show picked, right?
What?
So this show and then when's your next show?
Oh, my next show is not until June 25th.
Okay, so you have plenty of time. I would take this week.
That last week off, just do a little bit of cardio.
Yeah, just
And I do my kinetics live since it's like light, low rep.
Yeah, I would do yoga. I would do
That's what
relaxation. Let your body heal.
And no more cardio. I hate cardio, by the way. When you said, "What are you doing for cardio?" I was like, "Why did she ask that?"
What are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm doing 2 or 3 days of fat burn zone cardio and 2 days of HIIT. Just 20 minutes of HIIT.
What time?
I'm separating them. So it kind of just depends on what my class schedules are. Like tonight I'm going to do HIIT after, and I lifted this morning. But it's always like I do one in the morning and one at night.
So what do your body look like? If you didn't do cardio all day today, what does your body look like the next day and how's it feel?
Fun. I've never done cardio until this past 3 weeks when you told me to do cardio.
Okay.
You've seen me a million times.
Today's Thursday. I would probably do cardio Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and not do anything at all Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay.
Friday night, do you have to do your lie detector and everything?
Though they're totally supportive. Most of them are either considering competing or very supportive of my competing, so I can just talk and not participate. Okay. That's what you're talking about, right?
No, the lie detector for.
Oh yes, I have to do a lie detector Friday at. Sorry, I thought you said live. My lie detector class is Friday at 2:30.
Okay.
They said they only last I was like, I thought this lasted 6 months, and they were like, no, it's like 3 now or something. Which is fine.
Oh no, the lie detector only lasted 2 weeks or 3 weeks the most.
Oh.
And they changed it to 3 or 4 weeks. I forget. They did change it another week. They only last weeks.
So yeah, so I have that Friday afternoon at 2, and then I'm getting tan.
Okay. So I'll see you Thursday, but I'm thinking we should give you a lot of food Friday night.
Okay.
A high fat, high carb meal, like a cheeseburger and fries or something like that.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say restrict water, but I would say when you have that, don't have any water.
Yeah, that's how I normally do carbs. I can't restrict water.
No, I don't think anybody should. And if most people want to do the back-loading, water-loading, and all that stuff, they're on something, and they can heal faster. I told you that before. Yeah. And also,
I can't even stop drinking water so I don't pee in the middle of the night. Like people are like, stop drinking 2 hours before bed. I'm like, yeah, that can't happen.
Yeah. And the more you don't drink, the more you retain. Yeah. So it's not a win for you.
All right, let me do this one more time. And then we're gonna do Monday morning at 7:30. This is why I just need to email you because I already forget everything you just told me. Monday morning at 7:30, Thursday evening at 4:45. Wednesday morning I'm gonna stop in so you can see how my body looks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday cardio only, nothing but yoga and recovery stuff the rest of the week.
I wouldn't even do anything Thursday or Friday.
So Wednesday you want yoga, Thursday, Friday nothing. Okay. I forgot what we're doing.
Small baby step. Nice and tight legs and glutes up.
remind me when we practice other days this week, we face that. Here. Here. Big right shoulder, good.
I'm totally gonna fall. Alright,
Yep. Good legs. Open up your shoulders a little bit and lean back and open up your arms a little bit, so the elbows and hands. Yes. There you go, good. So think about how you're gonna go into this nice and smooth with your steps. Angle your feet that way a little bit more. There you go. Hands up a little bit. Yep, there you go. Slide your feet together to a cute little T.
Can't find the carpet.
And then go to the center. Hello. Right, so like that. Hi. Hi. Stay up a little bit. There you go. There you go. And now stay there, but open up your elbows out. Yes. Yeah. So be careful when you do that, not to let your lats disappear. There you go.
Alright, great.
I didn't like that.